Okay, so I am back really quick with video 27. I've been really busy lately, so that's why I'm so behind. I know today is really March 2nd, but this video right here is going to be day 27, and then I have one more. So I was really adamant about, completing this series and just completing something in general. So I'm just gonna wait a couple minutes just to see if anybody gonna join on. Feel free to go back and watch the replay. And this is video 27, which is gonna be titled "A Byword Among the Nations." It's gonna be real short. This one in the video 28 is gonna be really, really short. I have basically taught and shared everything thus far that I am going to in this series, and I will be done because it really was a lot of work. It was a big commitment, and I'm glad that it's over. But I pray, that it has been very informative and very enlightening, for all of those who join in and watch. It's a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful day. Beautiful day. So today I'm going to be coming from Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 37. I'm just going to wait one more minute. I'm going to go ahead and get started because it's going to be really, really short. I encourage you to watch. I encourage you to read Deuteronomy chapter 28, the blessings and the curses. If you have never read it, I highly encourage you to read Deuteronomy chapter 28. So this is day 27, and this video is titled "A Byword Among the Nations." So Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 37. That's where I'm coming from in this video right here. And thou shalt become an astonishment, a proverb, and a byword among all nations, whether the Lord shall lead thee. I'm going to read that one more time. And thou shalt become an astonishment, a proverb, and a byword among all nations, whether the Lord shall lead thee. So what is a byword? What is a byword? So the definition of a byword is a frequently word or phrase. A frequently used word or phrase. So why am I sharing this? Because in Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 37, the Father, right, he prophesied, he said that we would become an astonishment, a proverb, and a byword among all nations, whether the Lord will lead thee. And the definition of a byword is a frequently used word or phrase. So we know that it did come to pass. In the byword that that Black people are notoriously known for is the N-word, okay? Nigger. They some country white people used to call us negras. They would say negras, nigger woman, Negro, so, and even now we still, refer to ourselves as that. I really like to try to stay away from that word. I really don't like to use it. I know a lot of, Black people like to say that we have, made it as, what's the word they like to say? As a, I can't think of the word. It means like endearment. Yeah, thank you, Lord. Good God is so good. So, some black people like to say, well, we use it as a term or a word of endearment, like a brother, homeboy, friend, that type of word. But I really like to try to stay away from it because it's a derogatory word. And just like the Most High prophesied in Deuteronomy chapter 28:37, he said, and thou shalt become an astonishment, a proverb, and a byword among all nations, whether the Lord shall lead thee. So where did he lead us? He led us, he scattered us among the nations, right? And it says that a byword is a frequently used word or phrase. And we know that that word was used frequently throughout our history as black people, the N word. And another definition of a byword is a person or thing cited as notorious, an outstanding example or embodiment of something. So we know that the N word has been notoriously used to refer to black people. So I just wanted you to see that Deuteronomy chapter 28:37 did come to pass, right? So I don't know if you know this, but Niger, okay, Niger, was a country in West Africa named after the Niger River. And so a lot of slaves were purposely targeted. We was targeted and taken, because a lot of the Hebrews were hiding or camouflaging in West Africa. Okay, and they must have been like along the Niger River, and that's where they were taken captive from, right? So Niger is a country in West Africa named after the Niger River. And so that is why they began to call us niggers, because we were taken captive from Niger, okay? And that's how we got our name, which is that's how we got the byword nigger, okay? Because they call themselves being smart by taking us from Niger or taking us from near Niger and then giving us a name, a byword, and adding a G. So, we would have been called Nigers, but to make fun of us like the Most High prophesied, we will become an astonishment, a proverb, and a byword, which is how we got the byword name nigger, right? So, also, negra, right? Negra is black for Spanish. So, I thought that was interesting. The word negra, Negra, is a Spanish word for black, right? So, that's quite interesting. But yeah, so that prophecy did come to pass, and we as black people have used the N word as a term of endearment for several years. But now that I know the truth, I really don't like to use that word. I think that we shouldn't use it, but our people, we stuck in our ways, and we gonna do what we want to do. But I just thought I would share this. So if you want to know where I came from in this video, Deuteronomy chapter 28 verse 37, and thou shalt become an astonishment, a proverb, and a byword among all nations, whether the Lord shall lead thee. Also, if you ever look at like pictures of lynchings, I don't know, it must take some type of evil person to stare in amazement and astonishment at people being lynched. But if you ever get a chance, look at some of the photographs, if you can stomach it, where men were lynched from trees, and you will see the people in the crowds looking in astonishment, looking at the bodies hanging from the tree, and the people in the photos who were watching or onlookers, they will be either smiling or laughing or standing in awe, standing in astonishment, in amazement, right? And in Deuteronomy chapter 28:37, that's what the Father said would happen. So I just really want you to see that you know, the scriptures from Deuteronomy chapter 28 still apply to us today. So that is that's the end of this video, and I'm about to do 28, and that will conclude the last video for this series.